What's up, guys? I'm Jamel Jones, AI and automation specialist, expert, whatever you want to call it. Uh, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a pre-qualification booking bot. So the purpose of the bot is going to be to pre-qualify leads via SMS as well as book a call with them afterwards. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to handle the end of that conversation with either booking a call or just setting a task for yourself to call them. So this is going to be part one. I think I'm going to split it up into a few different videos just so it's not one long ass video for you guys. So this one is just going to be setting up the custom fields to handle all of the things, right? So we're going to go into settings, then custom fields, and then we're going to go to folders. If you don't already have a folder called pre-qualification questions or whatever the hell you want to call it, go ahead and create one. And so once you go into that folder, you're going to add field and you're going to add, I already got them in here, so I'm just going to walk you through them. Property condition of that field is going to be a text. And the reason why we're going to do all texts, we're not going to do any drop downs for these things, is because we want to record their entire response, right? So the only ones that we have numerical for is the rent rate and the monthly payment. So you can even make these a text if you absolutely want to. So the first thing that we're going to do is, and these are in no particular order on here. So we're going to say property condition first. All right. So we're going to set that up. And the way that we do that is I'm just going to do this first one. And then you guys can see from this one, it's going to be single line, text input, single line or multi-line. It's up to you, whichever one you want to use. Single line, hit next, and then you're going to name it property condition. Pretty straightforward. And then whatever, right? You put a placeholder. What's the condition of the property? Okay. Then let's put something else so that it's not overlapping. So boom. Property condition. And you see this is the code for it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete that though, because this is not what I'm doing. So we're gonna set up property condition. We're gonna ask this question, the one for this one. This is a disregarded one. I use this one now. Quick cash close. But if we pay cash close quickly, what's the least amount you need? And if you see whatever you name this, it's gonna create that unique key exactly the way that you create it. Okay, so we're gonna need rent rate, monthly payments, listed, 5-year updates, primary selling goal, primary selling reason, the selling timeline, previous selling attempt, why it didn't sell, to sell for what it's owed, sell on terms, asking price, repairs needed, mortgage, and quick cash close. All right. So those are all of the pre-qualification questions that we need. And if you have other pre-qualification questions that you want to ask, it is 100% up to you whether or not you would like to create those pre-qualification questions or not. But for the sake of this video, those are the ones that we're going to use. Okay. Now, once we get those done, we're going to go back over to automations. We're going to create new workflow, select from scratch, and that's going to pop you up of a window like this. And from here, I'm going to actually open up a new window and go over to the pre-qualification questions. Question fields. All right. So first question, we're going to hit the plus sign right here. which is added action. We're going to type in conversation AI. We're going to open up advanced settings, and we're going to go through all of these. All of these are really good the way that they are. Okay. This is the personality of the bot. You can edit it. If you're good with AI, go ahead and edit it to be whatever you want it to be. But the standard that it gives you is pretty good. Just make sure you change out the name of the business, right? This would be your business name, your sub account name. Now you're going to want to go into additional instructions, and this is going to tell the bot how to converse. So there's just something that we want to add in here. Do not use the term cash offer or interested in the property or cash or house. The reason why we're putting this in is because these are flagged words, and it will be bad. Like the message won't go through. Okay. So now once we get all of those done, what's the first question we're going to ask? It's going to be the initial contact. So in this question, we're going to say, hey, is this first name your SMS? And then branches. You're going to start off with 2 branches that you can't delete. And that branch is no condition met. That means that they answered the question, but it didn't meet any conditions. And then timeout. That means that they didn't respond. So additionally, we're going to add to this one, no, they are not the person. And then, yes, they are the person. Cool. Boom. And then what's next? All right. I'm going to copy all of this, add it right here to yes. And then now what? Interest. We are interested in with the property address. Have a moment to talk about it. No, they don't. Do want to talk. Well, okay. Now, next pre-qualification question. Now we actually enter the pre-qualification mode, and that's going to branch off of yes, right? I'm going to show you guys in the second video what to do with all of these other things that if they don't match what it is that we're trying to do. So next pre-qualification question obviously is vacant, whether the property is vacant or not. So place. Now, next question. This is going to be a tricky one. Not really tricky, but I'll show you how long has this place been vacant? Let's go say not answer. This is the tricky part. They did not respond with a time shows as vacant. Copy that answer, paste that in. They did respond with the time showing how long the place has been vacant. Okay. Now, the next question is going to be property condition. What's the current condition of the property? Now, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can tell this to say poor, good, or excellent. And then you can create a branch for each one of those. But we're not going to do that. They did not respond with, we're not going to do that for this one. But you can if you want to. Not answer, they did not respond with a valid condition. Did respond with a valid condition. Okay. Now, obviously, if here in this area, if the property is vacant, um, if the property isn't vacant, you don't want to ask how long it's been vacant. So I'll show you guys how to do that in the next video. But real quick, guys, if you guys are interested in a completely set up system that does all of this for you, that's already set up for you and everything, go ahead and somewhere around this video, I'm pretty sure that there's a link for you to book a call with me and we could discuss how I could get this set up into your system. And guys, make sure that you go follow us, like us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, subscribe to our channels. You can find us on all of the platforms. You can find me on all of the platforms at Cosmosys AI or Cosmosys AI REI. All right. So let's continue now. Next one. And I'm going to skip some of these just because, but you guys get the point. Let's say 5-year updates is the next one. So what have you updated in the past 5 years? Boom. Next on the list is we're gonna say, have you tried to sell it before? And then we're gonna leave it at that. We've been selling 10. Have Well, actually, you know what? You can actually leave this one. They did not respond with students. Okay. Now, there are lots more questions, but you guys get the general overview of how this goes, right? So we're going to use all of these, or whichever ones you choose for yourself in your thing, to create these questions. Now, let's get to the actual booking bot part. So the very next question, which should be the very last question for you, should be thanks. That's all I need. I will pass this along to do that. No? Okay. So now this way is going to be either one. We're going to assign to a user and then add the task called prospect. Call prospect. They have been pre-qualified. Call them immediately. So when you set this up, you're going to set it to a signed contact, and it's going to be due whenever you want it to be due. I always do right now because speed to lead, right? Um, and so once you do that, it's going to add that task to whoever is assigned to it, your acquisitions team, you, whoever, right? And then they're going to get it that way. All right. Now that's the first way. Now here's a way that you can set this up to where it's going to book a bot for you. It's going to book a call for you. So we're going to delete this thanks. Let's copy that, delete that, and we're going to set up the the booking bot. And we're going to select the calendar that we're going to use. Processing time, 1 hour. Send the first message. That's all I need. I will pass this along to my boss. Should we book you in a time to talk with? Boom. And that's going to do that. So we're just a recap. At the end, we're going to assign it to the appropriate person. We're going to add the task, letting them know, or we probably don't need this task. But okay, we're going to alter this task to not call prospect. Let's say prospect pre-qualified. They have been pre-qualified. They should book a call. If not, call them immediately. They should book and then we're going to set that one out to at least a day, right? Because we want to give them time to go ahead and look at everything and all of the other type of shit. So, and plus, we want this book bot to have time to converse with it. So that's guys in a nutshell. Like that is it. This will obviously be way longer than it looks, and there are things that you have to do on these ends to make sure that the bot is working right. That's going to all be covered in part 2 of this video. But again, guys, go ahead if you have not done so already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me, Jamel Jones, and Cosmosys REI on Facebook. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all those different places. And most importantly, if you want something set up like this for you inside of your system, go ahead and book a call with us. Okay. Book a call with me, book a call with us, my team, whoever. Just go ahead and get that in, because honestly, if you don't have AI and automations in your business right now, if you're still using virtual assistants to call 20 people a day, or if you still got a system where you're sending out manual text messages every day, like you're behind the curve. You're behind the curve. So if you don't have anything like this, go ahead, book that call. Let's get this shit established inside of your business so that you can start actually, getting leads without putting up a lot of money and without putting up a lot of time. So other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. And in the next video, we're going to go through all of this shit. All right. What's up, guys? I'm Jamel Jones, AI and automation specialist, AI and automation expert. This is part 2 of how to build a pre-qualification bot inside of your system and appointment booking bot. So it should be pre-qualify and appointment bot. Okay. Now, if you missed the video where we built out all of this and we created all of the custom fields and everything to handle all of this, then I'm gonna need you to go check that video out. And then come back over to this one so that you'll know what's going on. But this is part 2. And I just want to say, if you have not already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on all of the social sites. You can find me on all of them, either under Jamel Jones or under Cosmosys AI or Cosmosys AI REI. So make sure you go do that so you can get updates on everything that as I create content and shit. So boom. Now we've got all of the questions. Now, these aren't all of the questions. You'll see that when you watch the other video if you haven't already. These aren't all of the questions, but this is what I've made for the video so we don't have a fucking 2-hour long video. Right. So now, what do we do now? Okay. So initial contact, cool. What now? All right. So if that is the person, we're going to update the custom field. And that's going to be primary phone status. It's going to be correct number. Boom. Cool. Now we know we got the right person. If they're interested in selling, we're going to go over here. We're going to say property status. And you're going to see a lot of things in here that you did not see us create in the first part. And that's just because like my entire system, it's not just a couple of custom fields or anything like that. It's literally an entire system that works around itself. In essence, it works around itself and it works together. It's so many workflows, so many different custom fields, custom values, and all of those things that just all work together. So if you see some shit that I didn't go over, it's just because that it's not super relevant for creating this bot, but it is added in. So we're going to update that contact field. Yes, they are interested. Is the property vacant? Vacant is going to be true. How long vacant? I don't think we have one. custom field for how long it's been vacant. But if you want to create one, you can go ahead and do that. Property condition, update that. Oh, I'm tripping. So check it out. Vacant is going to be true. This is the first one for this one. That's why I haven't done it yet. So for this particular one right here, remember we did the text boxes, right? So property condition. We're not going to put anything in here. What we are going to put is the exact message that they sent, the message body. So that's going to update that custom field with the exact words that they text back to answer that question. And, oops, copy this, 5-year updates. We're going to do the exact same thing. 5-year updates, message body. Boom. Previous selling attempt, we're going to do the exact same thing. And you would do this obviously for all of the questions that you put in. And again, you don't have to follow this to a T because I left some things out, but you can add in, take out whatever you feel relevant for your business, right? And I just got to say again, guys, if you have not subscribed, you need to go subscribe. All right. Okay. So cool. Now, Jamel, what do we do about all of these other things? Because if any one of these things happen, they drop out of the workflow. Right? So how do we handle that? So I'm gonna start from right to left. Okay. So at this one, for this one, is they are not the person. So what do? Okay. So if they're not the person we're looking for, we're gonna update primary phone status is wrong. And if you're using Cosmosys, then there's some shit that happens in the background when you mark a person as wrong, where it swaps out for the next number and automatically starts marketing to that person. I don't think any other systems have that just yet, but if you're using Cosmosys, then it definitely has that. And I like to name all of these. I haven't been naming them in here just for the sake of this video, but I like to name all of these exactly what it's doing. Okay. Um, so interested in selling. If they are not interested in selling, obviously, we're going to update the property status to not interested. And again, there are some things in the background, if you're using Cosmosys, that triggers a series of events that happens. There's shit that happens, right? I can't go all the way into it, but there's shit that happens. So, okay, cool. This part right here, is the property vacant? No. Now, if the property's not vacant, you don't want to go and ask how long it's been vacant, obviously, because the place is not vacant, right? So what do? The property's not vacant. So we're going to add a go to that's going to come down here to the property condition now. So we're going to completely skip this question because it's not vacant. So we don't want to look stupid and ask if how long it's been vacant. Okay, now how long vacant? If they didn't answer, we can do a couple of things. We can do a go to that will ask the question again until they answer it, and then go to the next question. Or if you don't really care about that question, and this can apply to any other questions, if you don't really care about that question, you could either remove this branch altogether or set a go to just go to the next question. All right. Property condition, same thing. If they did not answer that question, we can go back up and continuously ask the question until they answer it, or we can set it to go to the next question. One thing that I like to do is I like to set it to where it asks a question a certain number of times. And then if they don't answer it, then it goes to the next question. And that should be preset in your bot. Because if you read this up here, excuse me, be persistent. If the customer is not interested, get them to stay and continue the question. You can only give up after 3 times. Keep the conversation around the script question. If they don't answer, go to the next question. Okay, boom, just like that. All right, and you would have to make sure you put that in each one of them. Okay, so 5-year update, same thing. If they don't answer, it can go back up here and keep continuously ask them, or it can go to the next one. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's enough for all of that. Now, these other two, I said I'm gonna go from right to left. So we got that part. And some of yours, once you get the hang of this shit and start getting creative with it, some of yours are gonna have multiple branches, right? Um, so what happens if it times out? Time out. If it goes to timeout is what I'm trying to say. The reason why it would go to timeout is after a certain amount of time, the person does not respond, it will go to timeout. The way it's set up currently that you're looking at is it will go out of the workflow and then nothing will happen. But that's not what we want to happen, right? So what do you want to happen when it time out? We're going to go to initial contact. We're going to continuously market to them until they respond. All right. Now, that's one option. There's another option that goes kind of like super in depth into something around the way my system works. I'm not going to go into all of that, but um, it it does some extra shit, and yeah. But anyway, um, now what if no conditions are met? So they answered the question, but it didn't meet either one of these conditions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to back up there. Okay. Now, guys, this bot that I just helped you guys build, this is literally all you need. You can fire your virtual assistant that's doing text messages for you. You can like save all of that money every month and you can put that into your marketing. All right. So just a little preview of what we got going on over here. My lone wolf method. Got a lone wolf method for buyers, sellers, and agents. Just real quick. We got cold calling set up, IVR set up, key motivating factors, which is the header and the most important part of my lone wolf method. Lead magnets, nurturing, workflows, all of that good stuff. So, guys, if you don't have anything like this set up in your business, you need to go ahead and book that call with me. Okay, you need to go ahead and book that call so we can get you up and running. Um, my lone wolf method is something I created just out of the years of being in this business, and it works. Okay. Anyway, we've got we got an AI cold calling system set up in here. This is Cosmosys, if you guys were wondering. We got an IVR system set up for when people call back in. The key motivating factors. We got no key motivating factor, vacant, and then there's 4 other ones that we focus on. We create the lead magnets for you, the lead magnet landing pages. We do all of this marketing for you. We actually have a system, a program going on right now where we would handle literally all of this for you every single month. So you can fire your VA, all of that stuff, and we will even get the deals from initial signing of the prospect to the closing table for you. So if you're interested in something like that, again, go ahead and book that call. Um, but we actually have the system set up to do all of this stuff for you as well. You would just need to learn how all of the workflows work to know what you're doing. But if you ain't got time for that shit, like most of us don't, we'll do it all for you. All right. So again, guys, I'm Jamel Jones, creator of Cosmosys REI for real estate investors. We are doing a completely done for you lead generation and appointment booking system. We completely manage all of your social medias, all of that shit. Call me for more information, man. It's too much to go into on this video, but ultimately, oh, that's not it. Where'd it go? ultimately, this is all that you would need to get started. I really hope this video helps someone. That these two videos, this one and the last one I did, help you start to get leads into your business, man. Because that's the ultimate goal. Is I want to help people start closing deals, getting more leads, and closing more deals in their real estate business. So, yeah, guys, I'll see you in my next video.